What is up, everyone? My name is Mr. J, and today I am bringing you a Digimon Let's Talk. So I haven't done one of these on the channel just yet, but as you can tell from the title of the video, we're going to talk about the DoruGreymon restriction. So I've seen other Digimon content creators already talk about the DoruGreymon restriction in Japan. It's getting limited to one. And let's just talk about it. I'm not happy about the hit, and that's just for various reasons. First, if you started playing the Digimon card game since BT1, then you know that BT9 is the first time that Black has had a tier 1 meta deck. It's the first time. And I personally enjoyed DoruGreymon since it came out in BT7. If you don't know, I'm pretty sure BT7 was released around January or February. You can quote me if I'm wrong. But the point is, we haven't even had this card for a year in the TCG, and most likely, if the ban list stays the same, if we follow the same ban list, it'll also get limited here in the TCG, Digimon TCG. I just want to say right off the bat that limiting DoruGreymon to 1 kills DoruGreymon as a deck. And then obviously, it just absolutely neuters Alphamon players. But look, so I'm just going to talk about, I was a Yu-Gi-Oh player for a very, very long time. All I saw when I left during 2020 were players just sitting there, you were just watching your opponent solitaire for a good 10 to 15 minutes. And if you had no hand traps, you just watch your opponent set up like 10 Omni Negates. And that wasn't fun, right? Like, if they win, they go first, you go second, and you just scoop. That doesn't happen in Digimon. So that wasn't fun. The memory system from Digimon when I was first introduced to it, and just the beautiful cards overall in general, that's what brought me over to the game. So it was amazing, and again, like I said, the memory system is what makes it feel very fair. To me, it almost feels like chess, right? You're not just gonna scoop. As if you see your opponent, I don't even remember the damn Digimon plays. Like if you see your opponent open Ray, right? Or you see them open a full combo and you have no hand traps, you just scoop turn 1. That's how it was that's how it is in Yu-Gi-Oh, is it not? You can correct me if I'm wrong, maybe since I left 2 years ago. But getting back to it, I'm getting off topic. Japan limiting DoruGreymon to 1 just to get others to buy and play their new cards. That's another reason why I left Yu-Gi-Oh, right? No Yu-Gi-Oh player can deny that Konami bans previously released OP cards just so they could sell their new OP product. So, is this what's happening to Bandai? Like, I really hope not, because to me, it really seems like they want Alphamon players to stop playing Alphamon, a fan favorite deck, just so they can start playing the new Star Wars, the Cross War stuff, Crossheart, in BT10, BT11. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I don't follow the Japan meta as well. All I know is that the new cards from BT10, BT11 that they're pushing, to me, what I heard is just complaints. It feels like a Lord Nightmon format where it's just a tier 0 deck, right? Everyone's playing that. It's either you play Lord Nightmon or bust, or you play some anti-Lord Nightmon deck to hopefully win. Anyways, Konami, I mean Bandai, said that DoruGreymon was limited because of the protection against deletion effects and against DP reduction. So what a coincidence that this is a great counter to the new BT10 and BT11 stuff coming out later in the TCG, right? Again, you can tell me in the comment section if I'm wrong. I'm going to put it up on the screen because I don't have it here. I forgot about Sunrise Buster. DoruGreymon's effect obviously gives you immunity when you're playing against the X3, X4 decks, whatever, I don't know what it's called. It gives you immunity against that card, right? Against DP reduction. Just an FYI. Also, Bandai said that they are limiting DoruGreymon because you can stack multiple Sec +1 under itself using DoruGreymon's own ability. And that's why it was limited. Yes, that is very valid. That's very valid. So here I have a list of cards that could have been hit instead of DoruGreymon. Again, I'm reminding you that DoruGreymon came out in BT7 2 sets ago. And then just let me remind you, because I also brought out these cards, that Savior Huckmon was limited because Jesmon was an absolute menace for more formats than Bandai wanted. And Jesmon, he had it all. Like, the dude had multiple security checks, a restand ability with Savior Huckmon, and what got limited? The restand ability, right? And Savior Huckmon went to 1 copy per deck. I remember when they were talking about limiting cards for Jesmon, they were talking about limiting Tai, Kamiya, the OG Tamer, the memory setter that gives Sec +1. They were talking about hitting the Greymon from the starter deck that gives you Sec +1 inheritable. Why didn't they hit those cards? Because those are very generic cards, right? They're just red support. So hitting Savior Huck was, I think, correct in that situation because, again, Savior Huck, if you had a Digimon with Sistermon in play, you get to restand your Jesmon. And Jesmon, again, has Piercing, he gains DP by his own ability, and you get to play a Sistermon, right? So, of course, you're going to have the restand effect. If Konami, Bandai, I'm doing that on purpose, by the way, wanted to curb the power of Black X Antibody and not completely neuter this deck, they could have just hit Oryumon or Alphamon or Yukin. I say this because DoruGreymon was not a problem until Cool Boy, Alphamon or Yukin, and Dex DoruGreymon were introduced, right? So even in BT8, Alphamon and Oryumon alongside the DoruGreymon, that was not a problem back then, right? But now it's a problem. You can tell I'm very salty, and that's, like I said, DoruGreymon I feel is an integral part to the DoruGoramon deck, and I don't think it needs to get hit. I don't think Bandai was going to hit Oryukin because this is a sec. It's a secret rare, and that would most likely tank the value of the X record boxes, right? But I think they could hit Oryumon, like I said. Again, the restand ability is really the problem here. Does anyone care that Jesmon can swing for multiple checks? No. The problem again was that he could swing for 3 checks, restand, and then swing again. I know Konami, if you came from Yu-Gi-Oh!, I know Konami has a TCG and an OCG ban list that differ in what cards are restricted. I hope that also happens here because I think that DoruGreymon getting limited, absolutely, like I said, it neuters this deck. The Black X Antibody decks, both of them in general. Like I said, I really hope it doesn't come to the TCG, even though that's how it's going to be in Japan starting in September. I understand Bandai must sell its new product. At the end of the day, I know it's a company, right? But doing this to a fan favorite deck so you can play the new stuff, it's going to drive some people away, some of the player base away. And that's what I was trying to get away from the constant cycle within Yu-Gi-Oh! Because that always happened in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is even worse because, you know, at least here DoruGreymon's like 25 cents. In Yu-Gi-Oh! You would have, I don't know, bought like 3 Torghast of the Underworld for what, 100, 150 just for it to get banned or limited to 1 a few formats later, and then all your money's down the drain, you know? But those are my thoughts. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about DoruGreymon going to 1? Do you agree with Bandai doing the list? Do you think anything else could have gotten hit instead of DoruGreymon? Especially if you've been keeping an eye on the Japan Digimon meta. Yeah, just put your thoughts down below. But thank you all for watching. My name is Mr. J, and I will see you all next time.